Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the flyest vlogger on the planet. My name is Showtime Lazar. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great, positive, productive day as always. You know I got hip hop news, cultural updates, and everything like that for you guys today. But before we do any and all that, you know what you got to do. See that subscribe button on your screen right there. I need you to click that, turn that bell icon on so each and every time one of my videos drop, the content that I'm providing to you, you don't miss it. Let's get into it, y'all. Drop my intro. YouTube, what up, though? All right, guys. So let's talk about this whole situation with DDG, Hailey Bailey, and Ruby Rose. So obviously, you guys seen how a lot of this played out. DDG messaged Ruby Rose. She leaked it on Instagram or Twitter. Hailey Bailey responded to the comments made by both DDG and Hailey Bailey. I'm sorry, and Ruby Rose. Then Blueface and Krishan entered the conversation as well, giving their 2 cents. Yada yada yada. Here's what I'm gonna say about the whole situation. I think DDG shouldn't have messaged Ruby Rose in the first place, especially not on Instagram. It just makes him look bad. It was not gonna look good at all, regardless, because either she was gonna say something or Hailey would have said something. However that played out, it wasn't a good idea for him to message her. Now, I also think Ruby Rose, that was kind of corny on her part, because if he's coming to you in confidence, right? What is the purpose of you like exposing Buddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, whether he was in the right or wrong, what you did, just if I was a dude trying to get with Ruby Rose, I'd be like, that's corny, because I know that she's gonna, if I ever come to her in a relationship or not, if I ever come to her with something like important or deep, she's gonna post it. I don't know why this generation got this thing of like trying to embarrass people on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like posting conversations, confident conversations, or conversation that's supposed to be confidential. That's too many cons. But conversation that's supposed to be secret. Why do y'all put that stuff on social media? This is why people have trust issues now, because y'all so busy wanting to show the world, you know, look at this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, who did you hurt in that situation? You know what I'm saying? You didn't think about Hailey when you posted that. You was too busy trying to show that DDG was a horrible individual, not realizing that you also putting Hailey in the crossfire. I thought that was corny. Another thing I do want to say about this situation. Out of all the people that should not be talking about someone else's relationship, Blueface and Krishan should keep their mouth zipped. Okay? 100%. They don't need to say nothing about nobody's situation. Just because we've seen y'all stuff played out on social media. Y'all just as twisted and messed up as everybody else. So I don't think y'all should be saying anything about nobody just because y'all know y'all situation. We've seen y'all situation. Why do y'all want to even give anybody any type of relationship advice? Y'all not the people for that. Y'all look extremely dysfunctional on social media all the time. Y'all like each other, then y'all don't. Y'all fighting. You know what I'm saying? Then y'all families fighting each other. Like, don't nobody care about what you guys think about the situation, because y'all situation ain't perfect. Y'all relationship ain't perfect. And I'm not saying it has to be perfect for you to give advice. What I'm saying is, they don't even look like y'all in a good space. And if y'all are in a good space, y'all only in a good space for 2 minutes, because the next 2, y'all gonna be arguing and slapping each other around. So that's what I think about it, man. I hope that, you know, whatever Hailey and DDG going through, I hope they get through it. I hope DDG learned his lesson with this, bro. Don't ever do that. Send no DMs to no girl in the midst of the breaking up. Like, that's always gonna end bad, bro. Like, that's always gonna end bad. Every single time. You can't trust these girls like that. And I hope Ruby Rose learned their lesson as well, because I feel like, I don't know what her relationship is with Hailey, but I don't think she meant to throw Hailey in the crossfire, and she ended up doing that. And, you know, I don't know if her and Hailey are friends. From what I heard, they are, but you just hurt your friend for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And when I say friends, they ain't close friends, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like, they could still be cool or cordial. Why would you throw them under the bus? Ain't got nothing to do with her. Let me know what you guys thought about the whole situation in the comments below. How do you feel about the situation? What do you think DDG and Hailey and Ruby Rose and Blueface and Krishan. How do you think they should have handled all that? Let me know in the comments below. All right, guys, on to the next subject here. All right, so it's time for our new segment, Plot Twist, where we bring in Lori Mack, and we're going to have a little discussion about some few things. All right, so first thing we want to talk about, Super Bowl obviously happened this weekend. Lori Mack, what was your thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl 57.
Okay.
It was good. I feel like it was really good. You know, some people even saying that it's the blackest Super Bowl in NFL history. What are your thoughts?
Now, what does that mean, the blackest Super Bowl in history?
You know, it's funny you say that because I'm trying to figure out that same thing. Mainly because I felt like last year's Super Bowl was pretty black.
It was, yeah, don't get no, Crip walking on stage, that's pretty black.
I mean, yeah, you had Drake. I mean, not Drake. I'm sorry. You had Dr. Dre. You had Snoop Dogg, Mary J, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. I mean, the list goes on.
You said 50?
Yeah, I said 50.
Yeah, 50 came out there, yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty black.
So the list goes on and on. So I'm just trying to see. I mean, and I'm not taking away from this year's. Like I said, Rihanna did her thing. Babyface. They did their thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I'm comparing, I felt like last year was more black.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say it's the blackest Super Bowl in history. And I don't know if Rihanna's from the islands. Like, I understand she's black. I'm not taking that away from her. But
right,
what I'm saying is, I don't know, it's a little bit, like when I think of, I guess culturally, you know what I mean? Like last year's was more culturally black. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like Rihanna's more for the people, even though she is technically black. I'm not taking, her blackness away, nothing like that. What I'm just saying is, I feel like, Rihanna has a little bit more mixture for the people. You know what I mean? So it was a very hip hop show. You know what I'm saying? It was still a good show. A lot of people was complaining about that too. What do you think about Rihanna's performance?
I felt like her performance was amazing. I mean, I felt like...
Amazing?
I mean, I felt like it was... I felt like she killed it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that because she's Rihanna. I felt like a lot of people were looking for her to sing her song she just came out with. Like, the song that she made on Wakanda Forever. And
I was hoping she didn't play that.
Everybody said
Boy,
that. Did you see the memes where people
that.
said, I'm walking out if she starts with that song?
Yeah, I was hoping the guy and I heard a rumor that she was supposed to open the show with that. I'm like, yeah, you
right. So to hear her go through her catalog and remind us of how many hits and classic songs that she was given was just amazing. It just showed us, like, look, she's somebody that you don't play with. She has a long catalog of music, and the list literally goes on and on. So I really felt like she did good. I feel like the performance was good. I think that her set list was flawless.
Yeah, I thought it was solid, man. I didn't have no super expectations for her. She's not a performer like that. You know what I'm saying? She's just a really good artist, like a very talented artist. So my whole thing was, she kind of did what I thought she was going to do. I didn't know she was going to be pregnant.
I'm going to say, that was probably the only plot twist.
Yeah, I didn't know she was going to be pregnant. So, like, when that when she exposed that, it made sense why she didn't do more dancing and more walking around the stage.
I mean, I agree, because I really felt like... at first I thought it was like, that little baby weight that you get after you have a baby.
Right. Yeah.
I thought that's what we were working with. But then when I started seeing how round, I'm like, oh no, it's a baby in there.
Yeah, it's a bun in the oven. But, yeah.
ASAP wasted no time.
Yeah. Seemed like Boosie was upset.
That's why they call him ASAP.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Get her pregnant. He should have been doing that, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought. Let us know what you guys thought about the Super Bowl. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Oh, one more thing before we switch topics here. I thought the commercials was trash. That's the only thing I didn't like about the Super Bowl. The commercials was weak. They was so
people were
mid,
picking
bro.
and choosing certain commercials. Like, did you see the one with LeBron one? LeBron commercial when he was all these different versions of himself, like he was younger, young LeBron.
That wasn't this year. That was last year.
Oh, that was last year's?
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, that commercial was epic. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was this year.
Nah, that was see.
My bad.
That's how bad the commercial was. They had to play a commercial
year.
from last year to make up for the horrible commercial.
One of them.
Who?
The people.
Nah, I mean they could have.
I don't know. Was it a Kia one? Was it a one with the cars and the animals? Like, I heard people liked like one or two. I didn't really hear too much about the commercial because like you said before, like a lot of times you won't even see those commercials after.
Yeah.
The game. So
yeah, 100%. We just see them during that moment. They get their 15 seconds of fame or 30 seconds of fame. But for $7 million, I didn't see $7 million worth of good commercials. I thought they was just they was weak. They was mid. You know what I mean? Like they was horrible. Here's the thing. My favorite commercial wasn't even an actual commercial. It was a trailer for Michael Jordan Nike
I seen that.
It's a trailer.
The
That's
new
bad.
Air movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. I mean, but we also can't forget about the other performances too. I know it's kind of not exactly what we were just talking about, but we didn't really talk about Babyface. We didn't really talk about Auntie off of Abbott Academy. What's her name? Cheryl Lee
Ralph.
She did really good. You know, a lot of people said that really embodied the blackness because she sung one of the blackest anthems, right? And did her thing.
Here's the thing about those songs to me. I just think they ain't got no flavor to them. Like, I don't really care about the national anthem. I even thought Chris Stapleton
flavor though. So when did you need flavor? You know, weren't they pretty plain? Always been pretty plain.
So that's why I don't really they getting people to Babyface. They made a big deal about Babyface singing it, and I'm like, bro, he not finna make that song me like that Star Spangled Banner anymore. It's trash, bro. It's not written for us for real. So it's I don't really care about it. I think all their voices are amazing. It's not them as a talent. It's just the song just weak. So, but I thought they all did an amazing job.
They did epic. All of them. They definitely did their thing. And I honestly want to say, I definitely felt like history was made. Definitely was made.
Okay. All right. So now, let us know what you think about the Super Bowl. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think about Rihanna's performance? All the performances, commercials, all that good stuff. Let us know in the comments below. On to the next subject here, last subject here. Beyonce was in the news, not for the tickets and not for her concert. There was a pastor that decided to go at Beyonce and basically try to make people that are going to her concert feel bad about themselves. Now, first of all, did you see this story?
Of course I did. The pastor, Miss Tiffany Montgomery.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, it was laughable, honestly. You know, not only did the Beehive find receipts back from 2012, 2014 about how much she loved Beyonce and Jay-Z, how much she supported them, but the fact that she tried to justify it with, I wasn't saved then, but I'm saved now.
Wow, that's extra corny. Here's what I think. I think as a community, the way that we try to belittle or try to make Jay-Z and Beyonce look like horrible individuals is sickening, right? Because they be minding their own business. We come out of the woodworks to try to make them look like bad people, and they're not.
Having all these conspiracy theories.
Right. It's what is the point of that?
They're feeding them to the devil, and they're worshipers. And if you listen to them, then you're worshiping the devil.
Yeah, where's I don't understand all that. It's more where we believe Beyonce and Jay-Z to be part of the Illuminati more than them just being good, hard-working people. I don't understand that. And the reason I think that we do that is because it makes people feel better about themselves. Because they don't know Beyonce and Jay-Z on a personal level, we want to sit up here and attack them and listen to YouTubers who don't know nothing about them, have never been around them, don't know nobody in their camp. They just making up theories about these individuals. And we want to believe it because it makes us feel better. And I think that's corny.
Right. And I just feel like she's contradicting herself. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact of what year you were supporting Beyonce and Jay-Z, and now that you're not doing that, I still feel like that's hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here and say one moment, oh, I loved Beyonce at a point of time, but now I'm saved and I'm listening to the gospel music. All because somebody listens to music that is not of the Lord or not gospel does not make them not a child of God.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make them unholy, or it doesn't make them oh, you're damned, or I rebuke you. You gotta rebuke yourself, or God's gonna
strike you down, right?
Yeah, that's not. First off, that's not God's word.
Facts.
Sure, that's not.
Another thing I do want to mention, I think that it's weird that her as a pastor got up on stage and decided to preach hate. That is not something that's in
I'm glad you brought that up, because I was just looking at a couple of scriptures. You know, it made me have to double back into my own verses and things that I love from the Bible.
Church background that kicked in.
Yeah, she speaks of certain chapters, and what was she saying? She said she on one of the things she said, she referred back to a verse. But I read one from Matthew chapter 7, verse 1 and 2, where it says, judge not, or you too will be judged. For the same way you judge others, you will be judged, and with the same measures you use, it will be measured to you.
Come on now.
And let's not also forget the next verse, verse 3, Matthew 7, chapter 7, by the way, you guys. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye?
Now, what does that mean? Just
so pretty much like how you can't sit up here, judge somebody, but not judge yourself. Look back, you pointing one finger at one, but not pointing two fingers back at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't judge somebody, or you can't even show somebody the way when you're tainted.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? When your vision isn't clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, the first thing in the Bible is not to judge. And that's all that I seen in that video was judgment. If you listen to Beyonce, then you're damned. If you listen to Beyonce, you're going to hell. God doesn't love you. Jesus doesn't care. You're not a Christian. Like, how could you preach these things knowing that you're a child of God? Are we not all children of God?
Or supposed to be a child of God.
Because, I'm sorry, Beyonce isn't Christian. So, because we're Christian listening to unchristian music, it makes us what?
She's just a hypocrite at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it's
She's
a hypocritical statement. Like, even Michelle Williams, Michelle from Destiny Child, for those that may not know, even had to chime in. And I have to agree with her. She said, why not pray publicly for the entertainers instead of rebuke them and damn their souls to hell? I agree with that. Why not pray for the followers or non-Christians, you know what I'm saying, in their music, instead of damning those people or saying you're going to rebuke those people? How are you spreading the word of the Lord, or, saying you're God's child?
Yeah, she just didn't help the situation.
You made it worse, and
it wasn't even nothing to make worse. It was just like you
sound
preaching more
dumb.
hate than you are love.
Yeah, it sounds like you didn't get a ticket to Beyonce's concert.
That's what it sounds like. All right, so let us know what you think about the whole situation. Did you see what the pastor said? What are your thoughts on people talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z? Do you think they're harassing them, or do you think they got a good point? And Beyonce and Jay-Z are part of the Illuminati. What are your thoughts on that? Let us know in the comments below. But that's all I got for you guys today. That's all we got for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And until next time, we out of here, y'all.